Get ready.
Thorpe Park is a UK theme park right on the outskirts of London. Since its opening in 1979, it has built up a strong portfolio of coasters. It's one of the best theme parks in the UK, and it can get quite busy due to its proximity to the UK capital. In order to make the most of your trip, we have 7 Thorpe Park tips for you. Before we jump in, we should probably mention some general theme park tips. Download the park app for the map and to see wait times. Pack snacks and drinks for when you're in the queues, and get to the park early to make the most of your day. With those ticked off, let's jump into the tips more specific to Thorpe Park. Get ready. Number 7. Head straight to the back of the park. When people enter a theme park, they usually either head left or right. Left will bring you to Colossus and right will bring you to the Swarm. People tend to head straight to the Swarm. Our advice is to head to the back of the park when you enter. Saw and Nemesis Inferno usually have short wait times early in the day. You can get your first rides on these 2 coasters knocked out early and then enjoy the Swarm later in the day when the queues die down. It's a good idea to work your way back to the front of the park as the day goes on, as you'll be working against the crowd and enjoying shorter wait times. People begin to move towards the back around lunchtime, so this is a good time to head to Colossus, The Walking Dead and Darren Brown's Ghost Train. Number 6. Bring spare clothes and flip-flops. Thorpe Park has a bunch of rides you're likely to get wet on. Tidal Wave, Storm Surge, Depth Charge and Rumba Rapids are all water-based attractions. There's also a full beach you can go and relax on. Our advice is to bring spare clothes in case you get soaked. We didn't have spare clothes on our visit and skipped all of these rides out of fear of getting wet. This is one of our Thorpe Park tips that we wish we had known before we went. Give yourself the peace of mind by having extra clothes, just in case. Flip-flops are also a good idea, as you can change into them before getting on the water rides. It's not a good idea to wear flip-flops all day though, as you'll be doing a lot of walking. But you don't want to be walking around in wet shoes all day either. Changing into flip-flops for these rides is the perfect medium, and is recommended by Thorpe Park themselves. It didn't happen here, but I've personally spent a day in soggy shoes in the UK theme park, and it's a really bad experience. The UK isn't always warm, and you won't dry off as quick as you might in other countries. Number 5. Hire a locker. This ties into the previous tip. Lockers in Thorpe Park cost just £2 for the day and are quite big. You can store your spare clothes and flip-flops here so you don't have to lug them around with you all day. You can also store snacks, drinks and other personal belongings here and visit when you need a break from the rides. Bags are not allowed on any attractions, but there is storage at each one for you to leave bags. Still, you can avoid this hassle altogether by availing of the lockers. Note that £2 is required every time you reopen the locker, so it might be a good idea to spread out how often you need to open it. Perhaps get the water rides done all at one time and tie it in with the snack break at the end. Number 4. Buy your tickets and parking before you go. This is a pretty general tip for theme parks, but it does apply specifically to Thorpe Park. The queues at the gate get long in the morning for people showing up without tickets. You can skip this first queue by having your park tickets already purchased and on your phone. The same goes for parking. Parking needs to be paid before you leave the car park. A lot of people forget about it and then need to pay at the end of the day. Again, this queue builds up fast and you'll get caught in it if you don't have it covered. You can pay your parking online before you go or when you arrive at the park. This way you won't get stuck in the queue and also won't get stuck in the traffic congestion that builds up as large crowds leave the park. This is one of the simplest Thorpe Park tips, but one of the most important. Number 3. Ride the Swarm on both sides. The Swarm is a wing coaster that has been a highlight of Thorpe Park since the coaster's opening in 2012. Wing coasters have 2 seats either side of the track in each row. It's a very unique experience, as you're not over the track like you are on most coasters. This means that riding on both the left and the right side of Swarm offer 2 very different experiences. On the first drop, you'll find yourself much higher in the air on the right side, which is more thrilling. At other moments, the left side will be more thrilling. If you like the Swarm, it's definitely worth trying both sides. You can even try both front and back on either side too, as they will also offer different experiences. The back 2 rows actually used to face backwards for a few years, which was an extremely unique experience, but unfortunately they were turned back around to face the front. Nonetheless, Swarm is certainly the most re-rideable coaster in Thorpe Park, and definitely our favourite. Number 2. Avoid UK school holidays if possible. Due to its proximity to London, Thorpe Park has a huge catchment area. This can lead to big crowds on sunny days and school holidays. Student discount tickets and group packages mean there are a lot of kids and teens in the park when schools are out. You'll find the park much quieter either during the week or at off-peak times. We've put the UK school term schedule in the description below if you want to check it out. The key points are to avoid the Easter break, which is a 2-week period in late March, early April, the summer holidays from mid-July to the start of September, and the Halloween break, usually the last week of October. Note that the park is closed for winter from November through to March. As far as Thorpe Park tips go, avoiding busy times is one of the most important, because the queues can get really long. And number 1, jump in a queue right at closing time. If the park closes at a given time, this does not mean that everything stops operating at that time. It means the queues close at that time. So if the park is closing at 7 PM on the day you visit, you can jump in a queue right at 7 PM, and no matter how long the line is, you'll get on the ride. This will help you maximise your time for enjoying the attractions, and will possibly help you avoid traffic leaving the park at the end of the day. It can also be a great experience to ride the coasters at night, depending on the time of year you visit. Check out our top tips for Disneyland Paris and Efteling on screen now. Do you have any other top tips for this thrilling theme park? Let us know in the comments below, and subscribe for new videos every Monday and Thursday. That's our list of Thorpe Park tips, and now you're ready.